Hello, this is Mr. Agbamu Donogrene. I want to teach you mathematics, and today's topic is going to be determinants. And this is our objectives for today's class. The first one is evaluate second order determinant. Second one is evaluate third order determinant. So take note of this. Then before you can understand what determinant is, you need to know these two types of matrices, square matrix and transpose of a matrix. So these are two important types of matrices that will help you to understand determinant of a matrix. We have so many types of matrices, but for this class I want to focus on these two. So take note of that. So a square matrix is a matrix that has equal number of rows and columns. So when the number of rows are equal to the number of columns, we say the matrix is a square matrix. Like for example, you see this one, it has two rows, 1, 2, and two columns, 1, 2. So this is a square matrix. And which kind of square matrix is this? This is a 2 by 2 square matrix. You can see it, 2 by 2 square matrix, because it has two rows, two columns. Take note of that. And this example is a 3 by 3 matrix. You can see 3 rows and 3 columns. But this is a 3 by 3 matrix is also a square matrix because the number of rows is equal to the number of columns. So take note of this. So these are the type of matrix that they can ask you to find the determinant. If it's not a 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 or 4 by 4 or 5 by 5 or 6 by 6, you cannot get the determinant. It is only square matrix that has determinant. Take note of that. So for 2 by 2 matrix, that is what we call second order determinant. Then 3 by 3 matrix, that's what we call third order determinant. Then 4 by 4 will be fourth order determinant. 5 by 5, fifth order determinant, just like that. And they all have their own method of solving. But in secondary school scheme of work, most times matrices always end in third order. We don't go above third order, that is 3 by 3 matrix. They will not tell you to find determinant of 4 by 4 or 6 by 6 or 7 by 7 or 8 by 8, because the steps will be too long for secondary school. So most times we always end up in 3 by 3. Then another important matrix you need to learn is this transpose of a matrix. It's another important type of matrix we need to know. So what is transpose of a matrix? So transpose of a matrix is a matrix that you replace the rows with columns. You can see this is when the rows of a matrix, for example matrix A, is changed into columns. For example, this matrix A now, just change this row to column, change the second row to column, then it will now be a transpose of the matrix, and we use this symbol to denote it. So the matrix raised to power capital T. So when you see in any exam, they say find the value of, you now see the matrix raised to power capital letter T, you know that is transpose. So if I want to get the transpose of this, let me change this to this equal sign so that I can do it directly. If I want to get the matrix, the transpose of that matrix, you can see the raised to power here. If I have capital A, if I press the equal to now, you see the answer will come out. So that is the answer. So this is the transpose of matrix A. You can see it. You change this row 3, 2, 1, change it to column 3, 2, 1. That is it. Then the second row 4 minus 1, 2, change it to column 4 minus 1, 2. It's very important. It's a very important types of matrix. We use it in so many applications of matrices. Just take note of it at this stage. As we keep going with the topic, we will see more application of this transpose. Then you see this other matrix. If you want to get the transpose, how do you get the transpose? Change the row to column 326, turn it to column 730, turn it to column -451, turn it to column. So how do you do that? Let me position this, change this equal sign to this. Okay, so if I take this, I get my transpose. If I put capital B there, press the equal to sign, you see the answer will appear. So this is the transpose of matrix B. You can see it now. So you see the first row 3, 2, 6 has been changed to column 3, 2, 6. You can see it. The second row 7, 3, 0 has been turned into a column 7, 3, 0. Then the third row minus 4, 5, 1, you have changed it into a column minus 4, 5, 1. So this is how we do it. Transpose of a matrix. So that is the solution of find A raised to power T and B raised to power T. So take note of this. It's a very important type of matrix we need to learn. So now that you know these two types of matrix, let's go straight to determinant now. Let's see how we can solve determinant. So determinant. Determinant is just a special number, or say a unique number of every matrix, most especially a square matrix. That's why I have here all square matrices have a unique number called determinant. Determinant is unique to all matrices. That is to all square matrices. Take note. Not all matrices have determinant. It's only square matrices that have determinant. And we also have some special types of matrices whereby determinant will give you 0, singular matrix, just like that. You will do all that as the topics continue, as we move on. So, for example, if A is a matrix, then the determinant of A, you can denote it with this symbol. You can write DET in bracket A, or you can use this symbol. This ones, in few cases, they have something like you have two parallel lines, something like this. Two parallel lines. You see the matrix will be in between. Let me position it well. Something like this. You have two parallel lines. You see the matrix will be at the center. So not bracket, just two straight lines, two parallel, vertical parallel lines, vertical straight lines like this parallel line. The matrix will be at the middle. So sometimes they can give you symbol like this. Also evaluate. You see a symbol like this. All they are telling you to do is to find the determinant of the matrix. Or sometimes it can be like this. Find DET bracket A. So we can either use this or this. Just take note of that. Okay. So with that, let's go straight to our first example. Let's start with second order determinant. I told you before in the explanation of a square matrix, when you have a 2 by 2 matrix, that is what we call second order matrix. That is second order determinant. So it's 2 by 2 matrix, that is second order determinant. Then 3 by 3 matrix will be third order determinant. So this is 2 by 2 matrix. So how do we find the determinant of this matrix? It's very simple. All you need to do is you start by just writing the notation. Let's use the DET notation. So if you write DET, put it in brackets, capital A, then it should be equals to. So how do we evaluate? Take note, this is very, very important. You start from the first number here, which is 7 times 2. It's like cross multiply. This is how we do it. Let me use my marker to point it so that you can get it well. We do the multiplication like this, cross multiply. 7 times 2. That's what you write down first. It will now be, okay, it will now be 7 times 2. Then it's always minus, this place is always minus. So 7 times 2 minus, you come there, 3 times 4. 7 times 2 minus 3 times 4. So it's like this. Take note. Like this, like cross multiply. 7 times 2 minus 3 times 4. That is all about determinant. Then you evaluate it and get your answer. You are true with that. Then 3 times 4. Then we'll move to the next stage. You have your date, capital A, will now be equal to, so 7 times 2 will give you 14, minus 3 times 4 will give you 12. Then final answer will now be 14 minus 12, which is 2. So this is the answer. Very simple as that, like this. Find determinant of this matrix A, 2 by 2 matrix. All you need to do is cross multiply like this. 7 times 2, you write it down, minus, this place must be minus, not plus, take note, 3 times 4. 7 times 2 minus 3 times 4, just cross multiply, and that is all. Then solve it gently, solve it well, you will get the answer. So that is the same thing we are going to do to this matrix. Let me just show you something here. If I use this my system to solve this other matrix, let me change this symbol to this equal sign. If I type in my determinant symbol here, you can see it here, DET. See, it's giving me the place to put the matrix. So this is matrix B. If I press my equals to, see that the answer is 33. See, the answer is 33. So if I solve this determinant, I'm going to get 33. So how do we say we are going to solve determinant? So use the symbol for determinant, capital B. It's going to be equals to, start with, as I said, cross multiply. 5 times 3, 15. Well, let me still write it out so that you will understand it very well. 5 times 3, 5 times 3 minus 2 times 9. So put this one in bracket so that, because this is minus, so we must put it in bracket to avoid mistake. So minus 2 times 9. Let me shift this out there. Okay. So this is the step. 5 times 3 minus 2 times 9. Very important. Minus is always the sign separating the cross multiply. 5 times 3 minus 2 times 9. Take note. That's why I put it in bracket. Then the determinant of B is going to be equal to, so 5 times 3 will give us 15, minus, open bracket, so minus 2 times 9 will give us minus 18. You can see it, take note of that, will give us minus 18. Then the next step is have 15, and when you open the bracket, minus times minus will be plus, minus times minus is plus, then you have 18. Then the next thing is, you now add your number. 15 plus 18 is going to give us what? Going to give us what? If you check it well, you see you get the same answer, 33. See, 15 plus 18, which is 5 plus 8, 3 remainder 1, 1 plus 1, 2, which is 33. You can see the answer is correct. So this is how we do determinant of second order matrix, or which is 2 by 2 matrix. Take note of that. A square matrix, 2 by 2 matrix. This is how we find the determinant. All you need to do is just cross multiply. Always start from the top left number times this times this, minus this times this. See this other one, this times this, minus this times this. Please don't make mistake. If you start with 3 times 4, you will not get the answer, because this is minus. You will not get the correct answer. Take note of this. So this is for 2 by 2 matrix. Let's do 3 by 3 matrix, and that's the end of our lesson for today. The 3 by 3, you just need to pay attention and follow very well. It has some rules. It will not be straightforward like this. You need to apply some other step. So just take note, just listen very well. It's a simple approach, it's not difficult. So let's look at this third order determinant. So this is third order determinant, which is a square matrix of 3 by 3. 3 rows, 3 columns. In order to find the determinant of 3 by 3 matrix, you need to have the signs of each of these elements of the matrix. So without the signs of each of these elements, you may miss your answer, you may not get the correct answer. The sign is very, very important. So how do you do that? Let me write the statement so that you understand it well. So signs of each element of the matrix, signs of each element of, okay, let's put it like this, of 3 by 3 matrix, of 3 by 3 matrix are, okay, take note of this. So how do you get this sign? Let me draw my straight line so that you get what we are saying. If I have this straight line like this, this, remember there are 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, so the first element, which is 3, the sign that is attached to it is plus. This is plus, take note. Then the second element of this matrix, which is 4, the sign attached to it is minus. Please take note. Then the next element, 6, the sign attached to it is plus, which is plus. So the rules is plus, minus, plus, plus, minus, plus. Then the next rule now will not be minus, plus, minus. So 2, the sign attached to this 2 is going to be minus. Minus. Then 1, the sign attached to it is plus. Take note. Then this minus 1, the sign attached to it is minus. That is minus, plus, minus. Then the last rule, the sign attached to this minus 1 is going to be plus. Take note of this, very, very important. It's going to be plus. Then 3, the sign attached to it is minus. And the sign attached to this 5 is plus. So this is plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. So by the time you know these signs, you have settled one case of determinant of 3 by 3. Then the next thing is, to solve this now, the next thing you do is, you need to start with a particular row. So which row do you want to bring out to find the determinant of this matrix? Just listen, and it's a very simple thing. Okay, let me bring out, let me use row 1. Now this is the first row. So let's just write it out. So you can see using row 1, which is the first row. So if I'm using this first row, take note of the signs. That means you bring 3 out, the sign will be plus 3. Cool. So if I'm using row 1, remember the symbol for our determinant, which is DET, capital A, is equals to, okay, so you start by bringing the first element out. Remember, I want to use row 1 to solve. So the first element is 3, and this 3 is having positive sign, which is plus 3. So I don't need to write plus there, that is 3. Then I'm going to attach the matrix like this. I'm going to put a 2 by 2 matrix. And which element am I going to put inside this place? So take note of the rule. Let me use my pen to cover it. Remember, I'm using row 1. So I'm going to cover this place like this. Horizontal, vertical. So cover this place like this. So which number can you see? You can see 1, minus 1, 3, and 5. So those are the numbers you are going to write in this place. So this one is 1, minus 1, 3, and 5. Take note, determinant of this matrix, you cover the first, since I'm using row 1, the sign attached to row 1 is, the first element here, the sign attached to it is plus. You bring out the number out, 3. Then you use your pencil or whatever you are using, cover the line so that you will not make mistake. Horizontal, vertical. Then the numbers you are left with, which is 1, -1, 3, and 5. You now write it inside the bracket like this, which is a 2 by 2 square matrix. So this is the first step to do. Then you continue. Then the next number, let me remove the lines I have there. The next number here is 4. And what is the sign attached to 4 in this first row? The sign is minus. So you put your minus. Okay. Sorry, let me adjust it. So you have your minus 4. Put your matrix again. Then what numbers are you going to put inside this matrix? So this is 4. Take your pen again. This is 4. The same way, you know you are using this row, so always cover that row first. Always cover this row. You are using row 1. Then cover the number you are picking. Cover it down. So which numbers are you seeing now? After covering this, you are seeing 2. You write it here. You are seeing 2. -1. Then you are seeing this other -1, which will be here. -1. Then you are now left with 5. Put your 5 here. Very, very important. You pick 4 out. The sign attached to 4 is -4. -4. You take your pen, cover the row you are using. Remember, you're using row 1. I'm using row 1 in this solution. Cover row 1. Then cover the 4 down vertically. You are now left with 2 -1 -1 5, which is this. Then continue. The next number, let me remove those lines so that you can see the number very well. The next number in row 1 again is 6. You can see it. And what is the sign attached to 6, which is plus 6? You now write it down, plus. Okay. Sorry, let me adjust it well. Okay. Okay. Plus 6. Then you put your sign, plus 6. Then which numbers are you going to write inside this 2 by 2 matrix? The same thing. Take your pen so that you not make mistake. Remember, we are using row 1, so cover row 1. Then the element you picked out is 6. Then cover it down like this. So what number are you seeing? 2, 1, -1, 3. Then it will now be like this. 2, 1, -1, then 3. So that is it. So this is the first step of 3 by 3 determinant. Any row you are using or any column, you can use any row or any column, but remember, if you are using any row or any column, take note of the signs. So because the signs, if I'm using second row, for example, -2 will be here. Then I'm going to cover second row, then cover this vertical line. Then the 4 numbers I can see, I'll now write them out inside this matrix. Just like that. If I'm using the third row, I'll pick the first number here, -1, bring it out, then cover that row, cover this. If I'm using it, let's say I'm using column 3, I'll pick the first number 4 and the sign is -4. That means -4 will be out. Then since I'm using this column, I'll cover this line, cover this line. It's vertical, horizontal. Then if I pick 1, 1 is plus, I'll put +1 here. Then I'll cover this row. Sorry, cover this column, cover this row. Then the 4 numbers I can see. So it's a good work for practice. You can practice it and understand it very well. It's not a difficult stuff. It's very simple. It's just to keep practicing and you'll be used to it. So now let's finish our solution. So now we can now use our method for second order to solve this determinant we have here. Then multiply with 3, and that is all. Then the next step will be DET. Now DET, you open your bracket, A, so equals to, now we have 3. Then the same way we did the other time, cross multiply, but put it in bracket so that you not make mistake. 3 open bracket. Remember we did 2 by 2 matrix determinant the other time. You cross multiply like this: 1 times 5, which is 5, minus, always minus 1 times 5 minus 1, put it in bracket also, minus 1 times 3. So minus 1 times 3 will give us 3. So take notes. So we are solving this determinant, and this 2 by 2 determinant is what we are solving. So 1 times 5 is 5, minus 1 times 3 is minus 3. Then minus is always separating there. So that is for that determinant here. So we are now in this minus 4 row now. So minus 4, open bracket, 2 times 5. We are solving this 2 by 2 determinant now. 2 times 5 is 10. Then minus 1 times minus 1 will give us 1. Then you move on, plus 6, open bracket, 2 times 3. 2 times 3 will give us 6. Minus 1 times minus 1 is minus 1. Put it in bracket, minus 1. So take note of this. Very, very important. Let me complete our solution on this side. So take note, it's very, very important. You solve this 2 by 2 determinant. That's what I'm solving inside this bracket. Solve this determinant, solve this, and then these numbers in the first row that we are using, leave the number outside the bracket. Then when you finish solving the determinant in this bracket, use it to times this number, and that is all. So let's complete our work now. So DET, open bracket, A will now be equals to what? Now we are here now, you have 3. Now let's simplify this. Minus times minus, here will give us plus, which is 5 plus 3. You continue, minus 4, you open bracket, so 10 minus 1, this one will give us 9. Then plus, then 6, open bracket, then minus times minus is plus. So you have 6 plus 1. Then we'll move to next step. Let's take note, try not to make mistake. Minus times minus is plus, so 5 plus 3 in bracket. 10 minus 1 is 9, bracket. And minus times minus is plus, so 6 plus 1. Then we have DET, open bracket, capital A will now be, so now we have 3 open bracket, 3 plus 5, here is 8, minus 4 open bracket 9, then plus, so 6 plus 1 here is 7, which is 6, open bracket 7. Then finally we have DET, open your bracket, capital A will now be equals to, so now 3 times 8, you have your 24. Then minus 4 times 9, so that will give us minus 36. Then 6 times 7, we are going to get 42, which is plus 42. Then finally our answer is so you solve now, 24 minus 36. So you can simplify this. I think this is 12. 24 minus 36 will give you 12. 6 minus 4 is 2. 3 times 12. That is minus 12. Then minus 12 plus 42. Minus 12 plus 42 to give us 30. You can simplify it. Let me simplify it in this corner. Let's see what we are going to get. 24 minus 36 plus 42. See, the answer is 30. So I'm correct. Just want us to be sure. So that is 30. So this determinant, the answer is 30. So this is how we solve 3 by 3 determinant, which is third order determinant. Take note of the signs. Very, very important. This sign is very, very important, please. Take note of these signs. It's very, very important. Without these signs, you may miss your answer. So that is one important thing you need to know. So with this, we have come to the end of today's class. So I hope you enjoyed this class. It's a very simple thing we did today. Determinant 2 by 2 and 3 by 3 determinant. And we said all you just need to do for 2 by 2 is to cross multiply. Like for example, this one we have here 1 times 5 minus 1 times 3. And then we say for 3 by 3 you need to bring out the signs first. So each element have a sign, starting from the first one, which is plus, minus, plus. You can see it here, plus, minus, plus. Then the next row is minus, plus, minus. You can see it. Then plus, minus, plus. Then you pick a row or a column. Any row or column you use, you will get the same answer. You can try it in your own practice. Any row or any column you use to solve the determinant, you will have the same answer. But all you just need to do is follow the signs. So if you are picking second row, so you are bringing minus 2 out first, yeah. Then follow the closing line, vertical, horizontal. The 4 numbers you have left is what you put in the bracket. So take note of this. So before we go, let's see this assignment for more practice, so that you can practice it and follow what we are doing. Okay, I have this assignment for you. You can revise it, and it's not a difficult one. Just apply your skill. These are 3 by 3 determinant. Pick any row, any column, you will get the same answer. Take note of that. Any row or any column will give you the same answer. That is that. Then this is also a 2 by 2 determinant. All I want you to do here is, after you find the determinant of this number here, make it equal to 6, then solve for x. That is all. Then after finding the determinant of this, so x minus 3, x plus 1, x plus 2, these are the elements of this matrix. So after getting the determinant equal to 0, then solve for x. So that is all to take note of that. So with this, we have come to the end of today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you for listening and have a nice day. Bye.